Don't worry, we had to follow our Power Patron duelist around to see just what more this deck has. Top Cut Edition. Make sure you guys smash the link crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So we are following around our duelists as we're enveloping into Top Cut here. And honestly, this deck is a pretty big challenger for this meta because it just does a lot of cool things. So we're going to start things off here with scaling down Extermination, extending down the Shade to go ahead and pop it. Go ahead and load up the Zergito. And now we just kind of get to go ahead and trigger up our effects. Get a free Terminus out of the deck. Go ahead and grab up the, Crazy Owl, which is going to grab us the mill down here. Go ahead and get to blink into the non-finito. They're going to go ahead and Fua here, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and see the Ghost Bell and then the pass, which does leave them on one Fua in hand, which is fine. I mean, like Dracotail, definitely a deck that I didn't expect to be playing at this point. Like, this is still kind of like the old guard rotating in. So we'll see non-finito. They're going to go ahead and Fua. We'll go ahead and make the Dracotail. They get a draw, which is fine. They're going to go ahead and send down the dragon. We're going to go ahead and Songs to grab up Spark. All right, they're going to go ahead and attempt that. We'll go ahead and blast it. And we're going to go ahead and get the set. Just kidding. They're going to go ahead and have to horn off our Dracotail here. We'll go ahead and just put the token on that, which is fine. They get the draw. 5 mana in hand. Well, here comes the Exterminate with the Owl. Bad things are going to start to happen here. Medius the Pure going to go ahead and grab up the Exterminate here. I'll go ahead and fuse into the Archmage. We'll go ahead and grab Awakening. So I actually get to see the deck actually pivot correctly. Pendulum summon up Zergito. Go ahead and pop for the draw power. Go ahead and Exterminate into Shade the Obscure. Now we can go ahead and do funny Shade things. Go ahead and rotate that into the big guy. Go ahead and grab up the Crazy Realm. Go ahead and reveal. Special summon. Banish 1. Go ahead and 3 to block into the Archmage. And now we can go ahead and Jundora on in to Tuning. And congratulations, you've got all the pieces that you kind of want here. They're going to go ahead and 5 mana something. They're going to go ahead and make Artholion. We'll just go ahead and Archmage blast that. Whoo! We got game 1. All right, well, this is Dracotail. We can't be ignorant here and say that this matchup is all Easyville because, we do have to kind of struggle a little bit into this, which is fine. Go ahead and see the good card with the Fua. We'll go ahead and make my favorite card in the whole wide world. We're going to go ahead and Rahu mill down, and they're going to go ahead and just get every single piece of the puzzle that they want. Fallen of the White coming into rotation. We'll go ahead and grab back Frixel here. Regola going back. Frixel, go ahead and extend down to bounce back the Frixel. Now Lucius will go ahead and grab the 5 mana. They're in such a good position here. Fallen of White coming into rotation, which we will see the broken stuff here in a second. We're going to go ahead and Dracotail Pan. All right. And we're going to hit end phase, go ahead and bring up Fallen of White and pass turn. Well, that sucks, but that's fine because we're just going to go ahead and make non-finito here to attempt to start our side of the combo here, which will go ahead and get us the trap. We're going to go ahead and super poly off those two, which will go ahead and make the Ilia Sylvia here. All right, we're going to go ahead and pop the Ilia, and we're going to see the concession. Yeah, unfortunately, Dracotail's board is just holy bonkers amazing. Because that's just what the deck does, right? Like, you build your giant field and you sit in your castle and you be happy about it. Like, it's how it works every single time. So we're going to go ahead and get Fluid, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and activate Assault here, which will get us a Medius out of the deck. And now we can go ahead and start the madness. Just kidding, we're going to get ashed. We'll have to go ahead and do Medius here to help us start combo. We'll go ahead and grab out Nervito here. Go ahead and Zergito pop and get that out of the way. We'll see the Astrograph. We'll go ahead and grab Vidya out of the deck. Astrograph comes down. We'll grab up Nervito here. And now we can go ahead and make Beyond the Pendulum, which will get us Shade the Obscure. All right, so Shade, Scale, Pendulum Summon. All right, we'll go ahead and bring up our effects. Shade bounces back. We lose that. We get the draw. Go ahead and grab Terminus back here. All right, we'll go ahead and overlay into Varudras. So the fact that we have the Varudras now up and running will actually help us because I don't want to get blasted. Non-finito, we'll give the opponent another draw card. They're going to go ahead and 5 mana here. We're going to go ahead and Varudras that. Now we get cut off on the nib. Well, sometimes they just have it. We'll go ahead and Acropolis. Discard to grab the Garflare. All right, we'll Garflare, extend down to grab the spell card. We'll go ahead and grab Awakening off of that. Now we'll go ahead and pitch Awakening to grab Laterra. They do have an Ash in their hand here. They're hoping here. Go ahead and discard that to grab the Finmel. All right, go ahead, Finmel, extend down, get the draw, and we're just going to go ahead and pass. This 2-card combination here has to go 9,000 miles or we're done. All right, we're going to go ahead and see the Impulse. We'll get the Revive back for the Non-Finito, and we'll see the Revive for the Nerval here. They're going to go ahead and Lucius. We're going to go ahead and see the chains here. We're going to go ahead and Warning Blast that, and we did it. Laterra re-extend to grab back Alteration. Alteration to grab Recapture. And we are back in business. Now this is going to go ahead and rotate into the big guy. They're going to go ahead and Ash us, which is fine. Medius kick back to Revive. We'll grab back up the gate. And then everything's going into attack mode here after we board clear. Congratulations! But we're not done here. Alright, we have to follow the record of this duelist into the Kewl Tune matchup. And this is kind of interesting, actually, because we just get to see how Kewl Tune is so broken. So we'll go ahead and Rico into the Extender to go ahead and Synchro into the Trackmaker to grab the Q out of the deck. We'll go ahead and song. We're not songing here. All right, we'll go ahead and grab the Joint. Extend down Field Spell. Go ahead and make the Q into the mix. Grab up another copy here. Go ahead and Synchro up into RS. Go ahead and grab Loudness War. Excavate Goodbye Songs, and we go ahead and see the pass here. Well, we're on a lot of Dominuses here. These Dominuses would have been great in a lot of other situations, but it's going to be a little bit rough. We'll go ahead and make the Non-Finito here. They're going to go ahead and clip, extend, and negate. We're going to go ahead and Dominus, all right, for the target. And we'll go ahead and lose our field, which is rough, and then they have the Ash. Yeah, that's kind of sad, but don't worry, we're starting this game, all right? Like, we have Secret Village, which is by far probably one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh cards this deck could have, and we have Medius. They've also got Harmonia and Perulia, which can be some crazy powerhouse. So we'll go ahead and Perulia. They'll go ahead and get a draw off of the Medius, which they're going to go ahead and deploy the Fua. Well, what a perfect combination of cards. Because now, no matter what we do, they're going to be drawing off of our play line, which is just, it's so devastating to have to counterplay that. But what can you do? We'll go ahead and make the Non-Finito here, which you kind of have to pivot into this at this point, because you need to get a streamline of advantage going, or it's just going to be over. We'll go ahead and trigger up our effects. We will get the Zergito up. We'll get the Recapture. We'll go ahead and make Beyond the Pendulum. All right, just giving our opponent one card. It's the best we can do. We have to play into this. We'll get our double search here. Go ahead and scale. Now we can go ahead and Pendulum Summon. This Harmonia, oh, we're going to go ahead and Ogre that. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and make the Verudrus. They drew the Droll. Oh my god. We'll go ahead and grab Shade the Obscure here. They're going to go ahead and Droll us. All right, they're confident enough now that they are good. We'll go ahead and link into Exceed to grab back the Junora. All right, we'll go ahead and Medius on back. The Gate's going to go ahead and pop to Revive. They're going to go ahead and Harmonia Blast us here. We'll go ahead and Recapture. We'll go ahead and make the Archmage and set and Secret Village lock. Well, here's the problem. The opponent has so much now that they can play through whatever we're going to attempt to do. Especially, we're going to Warning there. All right, well, here comes the Rotary to additional normal summon. All right, Rotary Reveal. Here comes the Rico. And we're going to go ahead and Verudrus Blast that. And they have the Ogre. Non-Finito. Go ahead and make the Dracotail. And then we just get to play. Holy crap, we pulled that game out, it looks like. Here comes the Power Patrons of Doom extending. Banish 3 to Warp. Oh my god, we did it. Whew, game 3. Alright, we have Veiler, Q, Rico, and Droll. My favorite combination of good cards. Alright, well, we'll just go ahead and get Impulsed cut off there. We'll go ahead and Veiler to go ahead and make our key play. But we've got the Rotary and the Rico, so we're going to go ahead and extend all day long. That's why this deck is fucking crazy. Mix coming into rotation here. Go ahead and make the big single play into Visus. Visus will go ahead, we'll get the Joint here. And, okay, we'll get the Reframing up as well, which is good. And we'll go ahead and extend into the Rico. And I think this game is not good at all. Reframing. They do have the Droll here, but we're just going to get blasted in a second. Go ahead and Rico into Clip. The minute this Droll touches down, we're done. Clip will go ahead and extend into RS. We'll go ahead and take care of that problem. They'll go ahead and grab the Terminus Gate, which is fine. I mean, having the Terminus, but we're in Droll Land now. So go ahead and mill down. Here comes the Shade to Pendulum Summon. Alright, we'll go ahead and see the RS negate that, which is a little bit rough for us, but that's fine. Go ahead and see the big swing through. Alright, we'll go ahead and banish the 3, and Fua extend down to make Beyond. Oh, we're making plays here. We'll see the SP to warp. Oh, no. We have to make the Beyond. Okay. And we see the concession. Unfortunately, I just kind of went down the crapper very quickly, but, I mean, what can you do? So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back at the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.